Cancer treatment and drugs have often been linked with catastrophic healthcare in India. But is there a way to reduce the cost? A pilot project led by top cancer hospital Tata Memorial Centre seems to have found the answer. Hello and welcome to The Print. I am Sumi Sukanya Dutta, and in today's special broadcast, I am going to talk about how a drug pool procurement initiative in India has led to massive savings on costs and has shown the way for the future. This important project, which worked on pool purchasing of crucial cancer drugs and supportive care medicines, has demonstrated remarkable savings on costs, 82% on an average. A study on the project showing the feasibility of the pooled procurement using group negotiation and concurrence on pricing was published in a bulletin by the World Health Organization in June this year. It was authored by doctors at Tata Memorial Centre, including its director C.S. Pramesh, and those at the Jawaharlal Institute of Postgraduate Medical Education and Research, Puducherry, among others. According to the study team, the project undertaken in 2019-20 achieved considerable savings on reserve price set as part of the project, as well as the maximum retail price with respect to 40 high-volume drugs used in patients with cancer. These included conventional cytotoxic drugs, targeted therapies, antibiotics, antifungals, antiemetics and growth factors. As part of the project, 23 hospitals from the National Cancer Grid, a network of more than 250 cancer centers in India that treat over two-thirds of country's cancer patients, piloted pool procurement to improve negotiability for the medicines. Speaking to The Print, Dr. Pramesh said that the project was prompted by a lack of reliable suppliers for crucial cancer drugs, especially to the smaller centers, and the high cost of drugs. He said that there were frequent stockouts of critical drugs at several centers, and in many cases the drug makers were quoting higher prices for the drugs, which was proving difficult for cancer hospitals outside major cities. The pool demand for the drugs from the 23 centers was equivalent to rupees 15.6 billion. Based on the maximum retail prices. The process included technical and financial evaluation, followed by contracts between individual centers and the selected vendors. Some of the drugs procured through the initiative include bevacizumab, a targeted therapy drug used for treating colon, lung and renal cell cancers apart from glioblastoma, and trastuzumab, a monoclonal antibody used for treating breast cancer and stomach cancer. The study says that the project resulted in savings of rupees 13.2 billion compared to the maximum retail prices. The savings, it adds, ranged from 23 to 99%, a median to 82% average. The savings were higher with generics than branded and newly patented medicines. Based on the outcome, the authors have said that this study reveals the advantages of group negotiation in pool procurement for high-value medicines, an approach that can be applied to other health systems as well. For the project, the National Cancer Grid initiated a price discovery cell, which zeroed in on the pool procurement approach. WHO says that the approach is less resource intensive and sustainable without significant investment. This method involves collective negotiation of drug prices and selection of suppliers and distributors, although the actual purchasing is done by the individual member organizations. To determine the drugs that had the greatest impact on the annual procurement budget, the cell conducted a pilot study at 3 prominent cancer centers. Inputs from oncologists and hospitals were also included. To facilitate the process of determining fair prices, the cell established a reserve price, the maximum price at or below which the participating members would agree to purchase a given drug through group negotiations. If the final price determined by the price discovery cell exceeded the reserve price in a negotiation cycle, the members could opt out of the procurement process. The reserve prices were then circulated to the participating centers for their agreement. All participating centers agreed to a minimum purchase commitment. This commitment ensured a firm committed volume which the price discovery cell could indicate to the pharmaceutical companies as likely annual volumes. On the finalization of vendors, the price discovery cell facilitated the signing of an agreement for sale between each center and vendor. As the initiative showed tremendous results, the authors said that the potential impact of cost savings is huge in not only improving the affordability of care and decreasing out-of-pocket costs for patients, but also allowing for the reallocation of drug procurement funds towards other initiatives to deliver high-quality care. Savings were not restricted to generic drugs, they were observed with innovator drugs as well, albeit to a lesser degree. The authors note an independent public health expert who works with an international non-profit and didn't want to be named dubbed the outcome of the initiative a potential game changer. He said that the initiatives like these can bring down out-of-pocket expenditure on cancer care significantly. He said, based on the success of the pool procurement in the network, conducting such negotiations may prove beneficial on a large scale for oncology drugs, such as through National Health Authority, which runs the government health insurance initiative Ayushman Bharat Pradhan Mantri Jan Arogya Yojana. Buoyed by the success of this initiative, the National Cancer Grid has decided to expand the second cycle of pool procurement to include consumables, equipment and electronic health record systems. Dr. Pramesh told us that a far higher number of hospitals this time are showing interest. This includes some government hospitals from Andhra Pradesh and Arunachal Pradesh who are not part of the National Cancer Grid. That's all we have in this episode. Thank you so much for watching.